Welcome to the next episode of the Ultimate Universe mode. We have an interesting set of matches. Mainly this, and kind of this. Actually, very much that. That's a number one contenders match. Let's just get into it. We welcome you live to Monday Night Raw in Denver, and it's Mark Henry. The MVPs are both in singles matches tonight, with MVPs battering a little bit more as he's going up against the United States champion Sheamus, but Mark Henry is just against Dolph Ziggler. I mean, both of these two are on the warpath to the U.S. titles. Actually, I don't even know if Mark Henry is interested in the U.S. title. I think he's more of a world title person. He's been in this company for at least a decade at this point, so I don't think he sees much interest in the U.S. title. But I don't know. I'm not Mark Henry. Maybe he is interested in the U.S. title. Or like most people, he just sees it as a stepping stone to the world title. And then there's his opponent, the one, the only, Dolph Ziggler, still rocking that green. He's greener than I am. He's greener than Okay, he's not greener than Tally Hall. That shit's pretty fucking green. And Mark taking Dolph out of his grab, immediately winning off of it. And okay, he's just gonna reverse everything that. Never mind. Immediately proved me wrong. Does not matter, though, because it's Mark Henry. This man is the world's strongest man, and if you didn't already notice, Mark Henry's actually finally matching MVP. The only reason he didn't before is because he actually never got his meeting with the designer, which is me. I just never talked to them about it. That's my fault. I've been busy. Busy doing a lot of things. I'm sure you could guess what they are. But Mark Henry and Dolph Ziggler are gonna fight, not for the U.S. title, but, you know, baby steps. Baby steps. Maybe one day they'll fight for the U.S. title. But the day is not that day, and Mark Henry just shoves off Dolph Ziggler. It's not looking good for Dolph. He's kind of not in a good spot right now. He's getting manhandled. To Mark Henry, Dolph is nothing and just going for that massive splash. Mark Henry has lifted 500-pound giants with ease to a man such as Mark Henry. Dolph Ziggler's weight is of no concern. Another massive clothesline. And Mark Henry locking in the bear hug. This has taken people out before. It could take out Dolph Ziggler right now. It does not, though. He gets it, turns it into a DDT. Wait, it worked out. Mark Henry with the world's strongest slam onto Dolph Ziggler. And that is it. Dolph is completely done. He is victorious against Dolph Ziggler. This is the first time he's won in a while? I don't know the answer to that because I still haven't updated the fucking ranking sheet. But Mark Henry has beaten them. I wonder if he could continue to win after this. That was considered an upset? Mark Henry is the David here? Excuse me? Whatever. That moved Mark up and Dolph down respectively, and that's it. Didn't even affect the world title at all. We welcome you back to Monday Night Raw, and Rey Mysterio is very mysterious. Wow. He hasn't had a match at all since like a month? It's been like a full month, maybe 2 actually. But Rey Mysterio is back. After losing the WWE Championship to Edge and disappearing, Rey is returning to face Ezekiel Jackson 3 weeks before SummerSlam. Is he gonna try and make a comeback in time to maybe fight the WWE Champ at Survivor Series? I have no idea, but we'll see. But his opponent is a man of pure and utter strength, Ezekiel Jackson. If you describe someone other than Mark Henry that had a lot of strength, I would probably say Ezekiel Jackson next. Maybe then followed by, I don't know, The Undertaker. That might just be because he's tall, though, and dead. Also, Rey got attacked by Jackson, and Jackson is just scouting Rey now. I think Jackson sees this as an easy opportunity to prove himself to the world again, but Rey says no. In fact, he goes over, and it's a massive senton onto Ezekiel Jackson. And Rey is gonna make him absolutely pay for attacking him. That's just not what Rey does. He does not let people get away with attacks. In fact, he got reversed twice. Rey getting back in the ring with a massive seating senton or whatever that's called. Then a splash. And then a massive Hurricane Rana. Yep. Okay. Want to go up to the top rope. Yep. Okay. A moonsault. Rey's just gonna take down this man with speed and precision. Ooh, twisty turny. Twisty turny. Dude, what the fuck? I mean, yeah, it is twisty and turny, but like, there are other words you can use other than twisty and turny, respectively. And a pop! Ooh, hitting him straight on the mask. That's what I've always interpreted that to be. I actually have no idea what the fuck that move is supposed to do. And Rey, wait, massive Hurricane Rana. Rey setting up Ezekiel Jackson perfectly for the hit move, the 619. And why not? Let's add a little San Diego splash onto it. Rey has beaten Ezekiel Jackson right then and there to win tonight's match. Ray is back, and he's looking to be a full dominating force in the world title scene. It's great to have you back, Ray. And Ray's even offering a handshake to the man despite everything but no. Ray once again denied respect that he has earned and deserved. Man, how many times is this gonna happen? That did move Ray above Batista and Kane. And that moved Ezekiel Jackson into the US title scene. Goodbye, William Regal, I guess. Shit, that's what you get for leaving the United Kingdom. Speaking of the United Kingdom. And up next, it's MVP and Sheamus. And MVP finally getting his attire in working order. I don't see a single mistake on it. Holy shit, he finally got the paint can out of his bag. Oh my god. But regardless, I know why. Because he faces the United States champion. If he wins this match, he might end up facing him at SummerSlam. The second biggest night of the year for WWE. How would I know that? And of course, as we talked about, Sheamus, the United States champion. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He owns the entire United States that belt. Well, not really. But I sure hope it's what that meant. Imagine if the president of the United States had to hug around a fucking title belt that just says, I am the president of the United States. You know what? Trump, take notes. And The Miz is in the crowd. The Miz may be interested in getting yet another shot at the US title after Drew lost. Although I don't think giving him like 3 fucking US title opportunities in less than half a year is a good idea for literally any reason, but Sheamus is managing to keep MVP down, lightly speaking. Shoulder tackle. MVP does not react as you would expect from a shoulder tackle with that much force put behind it, because why would he react in a way that you would expect? Come on, guys. People aren't supposed to react to things anymore. Reaction YouTubers are supposed to die in like the next year. I mean, they should. I feel like if all you do is react to other people's YouTube videos, you suck. Specifically other people's YouTube videos, because if you're reacting to just like other bullshit, I think that's better. Better, not the best. If you're in like TV shows and stuff, I'm not talking about YouTubers reacting to TikToks and then TikTokers reacting to YouTubers. That shit's stupid as hell. Now MVP reacts as we would expect him to from a shoulder tackle. The leg of the arm, knee by MVP. Honestly, I like the knee a lot better when it's on MVP, just so I can do that little P thing. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, that's right. I like saying P. Not twice in a row, though. PP. Irish curse backbreaker by Sheamus, and now, oh, here we go. Is he gonna hit it? Is he gonna hit it? The perfect setup for the big bro kick. Sheamus beats MVP with a first attempt bro kick. That never happens. We have been blessed by the wrestling gods. Sheamus dispatched MVP in an orderly fashion, and Mark Henry is actually looking like the more appealing guy? Wow, I did not expect that. I guess I don't expect anything about Sheamus. I didn't expect him to win. I didn't expect him to dispatch MVP so easily. I'm gonna win the world title, and yeah, he's number 3. He might actually fight for the world title at Hell in a Cell. Oh, golly gee. MVP isn't even fucking here. Okay, damn. Bro's fucked. Anyways, it's CM Punk versus Shawn Michaels. And in our main event, CM Punk could go to SummerSlam to fight Edge. I don't think he's gotten a one-on-one shot against Edge yet. Somehow don't believe him. And the game doesn't either. And then we have Shawn Michaels, a relatively newer entry into the world title scene. This man has refrained from doing world title action while he was in DX with Triple H, but right now he wants to win that damn world title. He wants to go on another journey with it. He wants to take it for a spin, and he ain't letting go of it for a while, let me tell you. Shawn would faster drop dead than lose that title. And tonight he proves if he can even get the title in the fucking first place by fighting CM Punk for it. It'll be an interesting match to be sure. And Shawn knows CM Punk with an immediate power slam and a kick out immediately by Shawn. The match did literally just start. Triple chops by CM Punk by Shawn Michaels. I don't know why I always say CM Punk instead of the other fucking guy. There's not a song that mentions CM Punk by name, but there's a song that mentions Shawn by name. So what gives, dickhead? Shawn is really going after the leg in that one. That was a Michael Cole line. I'm pretty sure I just said a Michael Cole line word for word. And Shawn trying to go for another fucking flying forearm, but he just doesn't get it off before Punk hits him with that power slam. Now Shawn is going for the legendary elbow drop, but it doesn't seem like that was enough for Shawn as he's going for another elbow drop. Yep, it's another one. Massive elbow drop. Shawn hitting him with that massive super kick. Is that enough? That's not enough for Punk. He's gonna have to do it again. Kick to the straight to the back of the back, not the back, the back. And now Shawn is just drilling. Drilling? I don't think that's the proper terminology for that. Wait, Shawn Michaels with a massive moonsault to Punk. Massive elbow to the back. Why is it massive? Don't ask me. I'm just the guy commentating the show. And wait, Shawn over the top rope. And now Punk's just taking this time to taunt. Shawn is gonna have nothing to stew about that. Immediately going back after Punk. Not a pussy, not a bitch. That wasn't what he wanted. That's what he wanted. Shawn still kicks out immediately, though. It's just not possible for him to hit it. There we go. And he's down in the sucker because of that. He can go for another elbow drop. And well, Shawn has a plan of action. Wait a minute. Drew McIntyre's running down the ramp. But is he after Shawn or Punk? Who's he trying to go after in this match? It's a massive sweet chin music. Shawn goes for the cover, but it's after. And wait, Shawn's not going to let this injustice rise. He hit the Shawn is after Drew now. He's not going to let him get involved in this match without some level of punishment for him. But now sending him back into the ring, forcing him to deal with Punk. Shawn doesn't even fucking care. He's trying to go after Drew whether it hurts him or not. And now that works again. Forcing him to deal with Punk again. He did the ref instead. And now the ref is in the ring. The ref is in the ring. What? Drew has done more damage to Shawn in this match than Punk has done to fucking Shawn. Drew is just trying to make Shawn fight Punk and let him not get the pin. I know what his deal is, but eventually he's gonna have to face the facts that he is gonna get his ass kicked. Wade Punk out of that with a what the fuck? And Shawn, oh boy, wait. And wait a minute, Shawn, it's a sweet chin music on CM Punk. That may not have been meant for him, but damn it, he got it anyway. Now he's truly done. Shawn is just gonna pin CM Punk, and now the ref is gonna count, and hopefully Shawn wins. Drew really didn't want Shawn winning that match. He wanted to face Punk. Is Drew afraid that he's gonna lose the title? He's not even the champ. What did Drew do that for? Wait. Why? I think Shawn may have upset the UK at some point, but hey, Drew just wanted to stop him and he couldn't. Wait just a damn minute. It's a Falls Count Anywhere match now. And Shawn with an Can we talk about that? Punk's immediately out of the ring. And Shawn immediately starts hitting Punk with chairs from the back. Literal back shots. Because they're all hitting his back and nowhere else. And now Shawn just beating down on CM Punk. Massive hit. Slamming him down on the head. Oh my god. What the hell was that shit? Okay, what was that shit? Wait, Punk going for a pedigree on Shawn. Trying to use his ex-best friend's moves against him. But no. Big Nothing is happening. Actively, nothing is happening. I want to stress this enough. No moves. Okay, move hit. There we go. Something happened. Only took like a while and Is he okay? He's just trying to bully CM Punk into staying down. It doesn't work like that. CM Punk is a fighter, and he always has been. I mean, he did go to fight real people in the UFC, so, I mean, hey, that has got to account for something. He was willing to go from fake fighter to real fighter. Shawn Michaels has Punk right where he wants him. Get him up. That's a massive elbow drop from the outside. Picking him up. Shawn. No, high rake, but it's still ineffective. He caught the leg super kick. What an effective use of wrestling. And that's one, that's two, and that's on the 30-minute. Shawn Michaels beats CM Punk to become officially the #1 contender for the WWE Championship. This man will face Edge in 3 weeks at SummerSlam. Shawn and Punk are now enemies. I wonder what made that happen. That didn't move anybody down, though. That did move Dolph back above Punk. Anyways, SummerSlam time. I don't know which tag team I hate more. I genuinely don't know which tag team out of these two I hate more. Anyways, it's Evan Bourne versus Vance Archer. And Superstars opens back up with yet another Evan Bourne and Vance Archer match. These two had such an absolute clinic last episode that they decided to do it again, this time without their respective managers. Vance doesn't have David, Evan doesn't have Kofi, and everything's fun. I just had to say something. Evan Bourne immediately throwing around Vance Archer, the fucking 7-foot-tall motherfucker. Seriously, why the fuck is he so tall? He feels abnormally tall, actually. But Evan is going very fast. Evan Bourne is just so fast. Sometimes I think the mind can't even comprehend a massive kick. Vance tried to get around the kick, but he did not do so successfully in time. Dropping variety in a fucking corkscrew moonsault. So why not? I don't know why I'm adding fucking on everything. Not even like mad fucking. It's more just like an emphasis fucking. There are two types of fucking. Emphasis on the fucking and hate fucking. That's it. Evan Bourne with a big standing moonsault. It is shocking that he can even do that. And he just goes for it, What? There he goes. Corkscrew moonsault straight to the Bourne. Straight to the Bourne. Imagine going straight to the farm and you get hit with a corkscrew moonsault. Like, bro, how the fuck do you hit a corkscrew moonsault the goddamn people? And that's a massive shooting star press by Evan Bourne. Looked a little awkward, but... And that's the end of the match. Evan Bourne went above Kofi off of that, which doesn't really matter because they're tag partners. Let's move on to the next match. We welcome you back to I'm all out of shape. Mike Knox is teaming up with Justin Gabriel against Druid and Lex Luger. We couldn't have gotten anybody else? That is, like, what are we doing here? I get Mike Knox is just Gabriel. Okay, fine. If you want to break him in as a tag team, sure. Do whatever you want. I'm fine with the tag teams at this point, but you're gonna make them face Druid and Lex Luger? The fuck? And of course, Justin Gabriel actually has some level of importance because he has talked about Wade Barrett and his relationship. And he has said, and I quote, "If Wade Barrett asked me to, I would weigh my options. I might do it, I might not. It depends on how I'm feeling and the opportunities that I would be given." And that is one way of saying that he wants to avoid the question until it is beneficial for him to answer with the correct option. So thank you, Justin Gabriel, for being a fucking issue. And then of course we have the Druid. Getting really close to a revelation about this guy. I guess the revelation will have to wait. And I'm starting to think, maybe, just maybe, he's not worth saving. I don't know. Something about him seems like his decision to become a wrestler and split off from everyone else is a bit hasty. And if I had to be honest, it wasn't a good idea. We'll definitely be considering our options. And then there's his tag team partner, Lex Luger. Wow. For someone that used to call himself, or maybe is still called the narcissist, he sure teams up with people a lot.
It's a facade and it's exhaustive.
It's kind of ridiculous, actually. How many times is this going to happen? Also, how many times are we going to cut to nothing? Production crew, what's going on? And Mike Knox is just running. He is so tired of dealing with Druid. I know he asked for, you know, a new match next week, and he made that clear by attacking the Druid that week, but like, holy shit, really? Just adding Luger and Gabriel onto that match? Are we for real? What's the game plan here? What are you trying to do? And of course, massive punches, because Mike is just bullying Druid at this point, and Druid is already not getting up. I'm sorry, he has no legs? He has no legs. And he just punched Druid off the apron itself. Big! Okay, well, Druid turned it into his own running move. I can't believe it. Druid taking advantage of a situation? And Justin Gabriel is asking to be let into the ring. I don't think it was his original intention, but he had already grabbed the ref, so Big, he missed. Wait, he took out the ref! And now Mike is using this opportunity to try and lay into the Druid. Gonna get himself disqualified if he keeps acting like that. It's a mess. And and there's the true Big Boot. Getting kneed in the stomach. Justin's going after it. And a massive thing. Please tell me that he's actually knocked over. He's not. And Justin Gabriel now getting tagged in. And a massive moonsault at the ref. That's three hits in a row. He's gonna get his team pretty much single-handedly disqualified. And we've seen Justin do that against Druid before. Druid hits him too. The ref is getting it tonight. Oh my lord. Sweeping Druid, he had to think about that one. He had to actively move out of the way of the referee. Any more hits and his team is probably disqualified. The ref is probably committing heinous violations of the referee code right now, yelling at everybody. I mean, I guess he isn't. He's kind of walking around. He's watching the action. And now Justin Gabriel picking him up and just laying him down on the floor. On up to the top rope, a massive 450 splash. Mike Knox going out, bumping into the referee on the way. And okay. Okay, Druid has been down for the count twice, 2 times now, and he has not managed to be vanquished. Thankfully, Justin Gabriel tags in Mike Knox, and they actually double kick up. What the fuck? Setting him up for a massive big boot too. What in the goddamn? Justin Gabriel's throwing a little here. And Druid is just shoving him off. He's just trying to back him into a corner, but it doesn't work. Oh my god. Luke. Fuck sake, man. Mike Knox is just over it. He is done. He is absolutely fucking crashing out over the fact that Luger gets to do literally nothing. He gets to do his shit. He's not even tagging in Justin. He's getting pissed off at this. And wait, Druid is tagging in Lex Luger. Down goes the man. Down goes Justin. The big boot misses, and he gets turned around. But wait, right straight. No big boot. It's all about the big boot and how you use it. But they're not using it. Shoves off, but it just immediately fails again. Turn around. Yep, it's not working. And wait. That's a massive hit! It's a massive hit! Stunning him on the ropes, that may actually be all he needs. 1, 2... Oh! 2.99, and now tagging in Justin Gabriel. I actually didn't reverse that because the game fucking started. What the spike DDT! Justin using this opportunity to absolutely lay into someone that isn't literally fucking a druid from Taker's Gallery of Rogues. Presumably it's his Gallery of Rogues. And ooh, what a splash! Now going up to the top rope. Druid could try and stop it, but I think it's fool's errands, and that is a 450 splash. Druid getting taken out by Justin Gabriel. He's gonna make sure that he wins. Thank God. That is it for this match setup. Holy Jesus. Mike Knox and Justin Gabriel went through every single possible combination of screw-ups, and they still beat him because Druid is just that bad and never tagged in Luger. Luger could have won that match on his own, but he never got tagged in. And when he did, the momentum was already on their side. Mike Knox and Druid are now enemies, and Justin Gabriel fucking around with a fucker. And they're not friends either, by the way. Anyways, it's Christian versus Jack Swagger. At least a good main event to end off Superstar. In our main event of Superstars, it is Christian and Jack Swagger. Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of Jack Swagger since he lost the World Heavyweight Championship to Taker at Backlash, but apparently this week is the return of the champs that left us. And Christian is more than happy to take down Jack Swagger. I mean, he's up for anything at this point. It's better than being on whatever the fuck ECW has been for the last, 5 years. Seriously, what the fuck was that? How did the WCW bring them back for that? What kind of bullshit. And then there's Jack Swagger, and he's taken inspiration from the book of Lex Luger and made a design that incorporates black over the blue. I don't know why so many people do this. You can't put black over the red? I guess it's because black and red is a good color scheme, but so is blue. Yes, blue, white, and black don't exactly... Well, no. They make it... Whatever. I'm never gonna get it. And, oh, Jack Swagger tried to go for a running knee, but Christian responded by beauty-shotting him. I don't know what that move was called before Tyler Breeze. Otherwise, I would call it whatever it was called before. Christian is up for the competition, let's be fair. And although he hasn't gotten that much representation on SmackDown as you would want him to, I mean, he has been kind of on and off again, winning, losing. He's probably the most inconsistent wrestler when it comes to who he can beat and who he can't. Christian's gonna take advantage of this by going for a massive diving splash. I'm still just kind of shocked that Jack Swagger even appeared. I don't really know what else to say other than I'm kind of shocked that he exists. Which is a fair reaction to have. It's like seeing a fucking ghost at this point with how little Jack Swagger has appeared. But Jack Swagger with a massive German, putting all of the force he saved up over the last 4 months into that one, because he went all the way across the ring, and I mean literally the whole 9 yards. And again, Christian's going for a double trouble trifecta. Moves as a diving headbutt. How is Christian doing that so many times without getting some level of TTE? You can do that as a running rebound, bitch? How? You know what? Let's see it. Oh, that's appropriate. Fuck. Why did I do that then? Then a knee to the gut by Christian, trying to make up for the fact that he literally fucked himself over and didn't even give Jack Swagger a chance to get pinned by accident. This is probably the tightest diving headbutt Christian's ever done, and it works itself out. This ain't it. This is it. And then that's a 1, that's a 2, that's a 3. Christian beats Jack Swagger to end this episode of Superstar. I mean, it was nice to see Christian on the purple show wearing his purple attire, along with the white logo of Superstars with his white accents. Christian is even gonna shake Jack Swagger's hand, but just like Raw, the guy that won the match doesn't get the respect he deserves from the guy that lost. Is SmackDown gonna have the same thing? Because if so, I'm gonna fucking cry. I was gonna say crash out. Nope, I'm crying. That didn't move Christian up. That didn't move Jack Swagger down, despite the fact he's still number 3. That didn't do anything here either. With who? Oh, this episode of SmackDown sucks. They were there. You were doing so good. What the fuck is this shit? Hold on, wait. Can I look at that? Can I look at that sheet again? Hold on, wait. But Christian versus Vance Archer and who? Give me my reading glasses for a second. Taker? Really? Taker? Are we for real? How did Vance get Taker on his side? What, does Taker hate Jericho that much? I should have asked the same question when David did it, but how is Vance Archer with Taker tonight? On SmackDown, of all places. Superstar's okay. He usually has the night free. It's no big deal. Whatever. This shit, bitch. What? And there he is. Wow. That's Taker. I wasn't lying. He's right there. Okay. Whatever you say, man. And now Vance with a nope. Christian immediately turns it into a Hurricane Rana, and that's a kick out. Vance doesn't even need Taker, at least not yet, to get him out of this situation. And Vance Archer might just have the powers that be working in his favor tonight. Because if he can get into a damn tag with Taker, I think they win the tag titles. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It would take a goddamn miracle for Vance Archer and Taker to not fucking win the tag titles for the Puerto Rico Pride Falls. I don't care how prideful you are about Puerto fucking Rico. All right? He'll be World Heavyweight Champ and Tag Champ at the same time. I think he could handle that. Oh, wait. Another Hurricane Rana by Christian, and he doesn't need to call in Taker. Oh, he missed. Never mind. I should shut up before I say something stupid. Well, not stupid. Wrong Sky! Hi! We saw this work on fucking that one guy last week. And it worked again! Vance Archer keeps beating people with Sky High! That's different shit! Taker must be really interested in Vance if he managed to do that 2 weeks in a row! I really wanted that to be a tag. I was so ready for that to be a tag, and it didn't affect either division! Okay, when I said that the truth is bright, I didn't mean it like that! And wait a minute, Santino knocked over R-Truth as he went down to the ring! I mean, we should have expected this. He's trying to become a Puerto Rican prideful, and how did Ted and, well, they did that by beating the Hart Foundation. But the second closest thing that you could do is beat up R-Truth, because that's what Ted was doing for a while. That's how he won the IC title, is by beating the shit out of R-Truth. So, Santino is following in the footsteps of his, 15 seconds of forgetting the word for idol later. I guess ancestors. I don't really know what the I can't remember for the life of me what the proper word would be otherwise. Santino is thus far though getting his ass kicked. Whoa, R-Truth, that was nasty. Truth is just making sure that R-Truth realizes that I am not as much of a pushover as people say I am, and it looks like Santino may have gotten put in a submission there if he wasn't that quick. I feel like I'm fucking watching Bugs Bunny cartoon every time I speak. Bro, Quack, hey Doc. What's up, Doc? I'm gonna cross-dress, because it's fun. Put that in your best of compilation and smoke it. And that's an axe kick by R-Truth. And that's Ted DiBiase. Well, fucking what do you know? Oh, shit. What the fuck do you mean? What was that? My God, what was that? Now R-Truth putting Santino in the hole. Ted is getting on the ropes, and he tapped out. And R-Truth is now gonna go deal with this presence himself. Big boot misses, and now he's thrown back in the ring. I'm starting to notice a theme here. Wait a minute. What? Wait. Okay, throwing into the steps by Ted DiBiase. Remember, throwing someone in a direction does not count as that attack being yours, so, oops. Now going after Ted DiBiase just a little bit more for his own pleasures. I mean, this is revenge for having him lose the IC title, I suppose. And there goes Ted. I don't understand why Santino tries to punch the people he's fighting when they're on the ground instead of what everyone else does when they kick. It's always been something about the man that confuses me, but then again, everything about Santino confuses me, so I guess I should shut up. Is that another? Yep, that's another setup for yet another axe kick. And a cork I don't even know if that would be considered like a cork popper or whatever. But it doesn't matter because Santino doesn't stay down. Or does it? I just thought about it. This is a submission match. Unless you pick the worst submission possible? Oh, what a maneuver! And Santino, wait, pull one, getting his face pulled on by R-Truth, trying to choke the life out of him, and he taps out. That is it for R-Truth and Santino because R-Truth won the match. R-Truth winning a match? I never thought I'd see it. Maybe it's the power of the gems in his fucking wrist bracelets. Maybe the shit that's in there is actually what's causing him to win this match. I don't know. Who knows? Not I, that's for sure. I'm not fucking, no. I'm not, no. I'm waiting. I am waiting. I am going to go grab a drink. That was much less eternal suffering and much more, why did I have to do that in the first place? All it did was move Santino above the Big Show in the IC title scene. What the fuck? And up first in this women's triple threat match, it is the now women's champion, Beth Phoenix. Is that right? She actually defended her title at Night of Champions. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Almost makes me not want to fucking talk about Beth Phoenix because she actually did some. Like, I can't complain about the state of the women's division because something happened. I mean, it's still overbloated to shit, but like, at least it's less overbloated to shit. What is happening to your leg? Oh god. Layla. Regardless, Layla actually updated her shit to match with Michelle McCool. Somehow. All white matches with Michelle. Cool. And then there's Gail Kim, the fitness instructor turned wrestler that is gonna beat the shit out of everyone. Or at least she wants to. I'm not sure if she's actually gonna do it, but hey, to each their own. And it is not hard to see. Yep, Gail Kim's already taken advantage of the situation at hand. She knows how to fight women at the same time. Ooh, moonsault. Layla didn't get off what she wanted to get off. Layla's now gonna take advantage, make Beth think that she got hit with a moonsault by Layla. Yep. And now Layla's getting her ass kicked by both of the women at the same time. It's smart strategy. Yep. And then act like it was intentional the whole time. Gail Kim has a strategy, and it's a very good strategy. Okay, it didn't work, but it's fine because Gail Kim is just smarter than everyone else anyway, so who needs strategy when you can just beat the shit out of everyone, right? She's fast, lightning fast. She's gonna make sure to use that against her enemies by constantly hurricane running them from behind or doing that. Wait a minute. Beth Phoenix with a little neck breaker, and now hitting Layla with the eat the feet. But she's... Ooh, Beth is making this really hard for Gail to take advantage of. She's not letting Gail Kim get up and do things, and Layla's up. Well, fuck. Wait a minute, roll up! Roll up! That's not gonna do anything about it! She's too confident in her abilities! Okay, thankfully she did, in fact, break it up. And well, okay, Gail Kim's just gonna do it again, see if Layla's gonna do the same mistake, and she technically did, yeah. I would consider that the same mistake. She just reacted to it faster. Oh, what's going on? Layla over, waiting for Beth to get up so that she can hit her with the eat the feet! And that's it, unless Layla gets up right now, which she doesn't look like she is. Yep, Gail Kim has defeated Beth Phoenix and Layla in one match. She defeated the new women's champion on her first attempt. Mind you, Layla was there, which is distracting the both of them, leaving them open to Gail Kim, I guess. But still impressive. Good job. And that moved Gail Kim above Alicia Fox and Mickie James, and only one of them actually deserved to get lower, and it was Alicia Fox. And now the main event of this episode, it is Kofi Kingston versus Jack Swagger. And our main event, the Jamaican menace himself, Kofi Kingston, still sponsored by the Germans. I don't know how he gets away with being sponsored by the Germans for like 4 months. 4.5 actually. But hey, contract's a contract, man. Maybe he'll change it after SummerSlam. And then there's his opponent. He was in the main event of Superstars against Christian. And now he's in the main event of SmackDown against Kofi Kingston. I feel like these should have been swapped around. If I had to be completely honest, I would have rather seen Christian in the main event than Kofi, at least for now. Until that happens. I guess we're just left with Swagger. God. And Kofi has now attacked Jack Swagger. Well, he hasn't actually attacked Jack Swagger, but he opened the match by attacking Jack Swagger. So, hey, all the rules. And it's not a problem, right? Yep. Kofi with a nice set of striking moves. It's almost unreactable by Jack Swagger. Try to do it again, but Jack Swagger noticed what was happening this time around, and he's still caught in the same routine. Okay, he's noticing more and more patterns in the gameplay. Oh, chopped by Kofi. That is not something you want to get hit by. Neither is the top rope leg drop. Imagine having your finishing move done from the top rope as not a finish. Hulk Hogan is pissed off, and he doesn't have a right to be because his finish fucking sucks. What is Kofi doing? Okay, damn. Now dragging him over. But Swagger isn't gonna go down because Swagger is a fighter. He's an American. If he wasn't wrestling, he probably would have fought in Afghanistan. Boom drop by Kofi Kingston. Just in time for a trouble in paradise. And a paradise it shall be for Kofi Kingston as he hits the 1, he hits the 2, he hits the 3. And Kofi Kingston is beating Jack Swagger. That's it. Kofi wins. Moving on. Or not, because... And Kofi has to fight again because the general manager decided this main event needed some spice. So we're gonna do it again. Why not? That's the spice we needed. No, we couldn't have added in like Chris Jericho. We couldn't have added in the Big Show. We didn't need to add in Teddy DiBiase, Primo. We didn't need to add in anyone. Nope. Kofi and Jack Swagger will do just fine, and we'll just do it twice if people aren't happy the first time. Because the best thing to do when people are unhappy about a match is to do it again. We're gonna do it again. We need to do it again. This is the only match that ever matters. You know what? This is the match that will decide the entire fate of the universe. We need to make sure it happens again so we know it's the right result. And why not? Just to make it even better. We're gonna make it a fucking submission match so that Kofi can get fucked and Swagger with his goddamn ankle lock can win. And you know, we could all go home unhappy knowing that the result we wanted was right in front of us and it was taken away. One step from the big one just because. It's not like I'm upset or anything. I'm not. I'm a perfectly high and functioning member of society. Sugar Ray Robinson. That is my reaction to Jack Swagger. And that's the boom drop. Wait a minute, Kofi. Kofi with the SOS. He's calling for help out here, and the help is for Swagger since he's put in the camel clutch, and he's dapping out. Please get me out of here. Then move Jericho above Swagger. Finally!